So we're here today for an assignment, and so I'm taking y'all on a journey. I'm at
Oakland Avenue Urban Farm.
There we go. So with that, let's get into some of the questions. What's your name, by the way?
Frank May.
Frank May. That
Yeah.
sounds like a back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, slick. What y'all doing for the community?
Oh man, basically for the community, we doing stuff like we having like an art gallery here.
Okay.
You know, on the weekends, on Saturdays, starting June 7th,
Okay.
we're gonna have a farmer's market. And it's gonna be open from Saturday from 11 to like 4 o'clock. We change the time.
Okay.
All right, then we have a CSA program where we give out, food to the elderly and the less fortunate around here. We do that. We grow a lot of stuff, man, for Easter Market and the co-op over here on Woodward. And we just fluctuate around. We cooperate with a lot of farmers around here.
Okay.
Pretty much all of the black farmers in Detroit. We black farmers, black urban.
Because we definitely need black farming urban, and urban is pretty much the younger generation kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
yeah, I remember when we had this game. It was called Sims Urban. So yeah, it was a pretty fun game though.
Yeah.
So I see like y'all have a lot of things for the murals. I don't know if y'all can get some of these murals. We got right here. We got a little girl with a skateboard. We got is that a, what would you say that one is?
You know what? I don't know. I think it's one of the ancestors. One of the early ancestors that came from Africa to the States.
Okay.
Back during the slave trade era.
Okay then.
And they was some of the first ones that brought the vegetables and stuff from over there and brought them here, brought the seeds and stuff. So we started planting them here.
You don't mind what kind of seeds y'all plant?
Oh, got a wide variety. We plant collards, collard greens, mustards, turnips, greens, spinach, kale, like different varieties of kale. We plant tomatoes. We got like 20 varieties of tomatoes we grow here.
Mm-hmm.
30 different varieties of peppers. Bell peppers, sweet peppers, hot peppers, all of that. We also we grow squash. Grow a lot of squash. Arugula. Oh man, it's a long list, man. I'm trying to remember all of them myself.
I want to show y'all some of these murals. So we're gonna take y'all on a little adventure on the farm because the farm is nice and I love how the layout is. Especially the layout that's coming that I seen in the house.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful.
That's a resource center. That's for the community also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of the murals. I don't know if y'all can see that really good back there. Also, what is this thing right here?
That's a cooler.
Cooler?
Produce cooler, yeah. Commercial cooler for produce.
Okay.
When we harvest all our vegetables, we put them in there and they're getting ready to go ship off. To different markets and stuff like that.
Okay, so y'all got a little bit. What's some of the markets y'all kind of
right now? Mainly Eastern Market.
Okay.
Eastern Market do a lot of business with us. Eastern Market, it's one of our main ones, and then we have some miscellaneous people. You never know. Sometimes people come from out of the country and want to purchase and do stuff like that. But the main market is Eastern Market.
So why I ask you that is because I want to be able we can find some of y'all.
What product?
Product,
we have a farmer's market here as well.
Well, kind of like outside when y'all close,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So if I wanted to get up at, because I think y'all close at 5, right?
We close at 3.
3?
Yeah, we close at 3.
So make sure y'all get down here before 3.
Like I say, the season is getting ready to start now.
So y'all gonna
prep it now. But if anybody want to purchase something once the season starts here in like June, when everything is grown, our Cash App is $cultivator.
I'm gonna put that on the below down.
Right. You can remember that $cultivator.
And also, you said that you do YouTube.
Farming in the hood.
Farming in the hood. Really
It's
cool.
the hood, right?
Yeah,
That's what we at, right? That's what I'm
definitely
saying.
the
We
hood.
farming in the hood.
So, if I was vegan, right? How do y'all prep? What kind of like
Oh, we 100% natural.
natural?
Yeah, 100%
Okay.
natural.
Y'all heard it. He said
100% natural. No chemicals at all on nothing that we grow.
Okay. I
Just like the farmers did back in the day, we use stuff like just basically nothing. whatever we put out there, okay, you know, it's a cycle. So certain animals gonna mess with certain things. You know, it keeps the agricultural system going. So we don't use no chemicals, man. No additives, no preservatives, none of that.
Okay.
So when you come here and you get it, you know you don't have to worry about getting sick because none of that.
Natural.
Even like with our chickens, you know, we don't do nothing. No chemicals.
So y'all have chickens here too?
Yeah. We have chickens coop right over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which oh, okay.
Right in between those trees right there.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't use no pesticides here.
No pesticides.
None.
Okay then.
It would be organic, but we don't have, you know, gating and all of that. So
what's
free
the
range.
difference from organic to?
Well, it ain't too much of a difference, but they require certain things, you know, like you got to have a fence, and you got to be able to keep the rodents out and certain stuff like that. We don't have that.
Okay.
Like I say, we got rabbits running around here. We got chicken hawks and squirrels and
That's what
groundhogs.
That's what farmers is.
Right. So we don't do nothing to repel them really.
Okay.
I mean, until they start being a nuisance, then we'll trap them.
Okay.
We'll trap them and then take them and let them out.
Did y'all get that one nuisance groundhog that always eat all y'all stuff and y'all be like this and
Man, we got a whole family of them.
Whole
Got about
family?
seven of them last season. So I'm getting ready to set some down in a minute, put a little cabbage in there in a cage, and then let them run on up in there. Because now we're doing transplants in this one, our nursery here.
Transplant.
Yeah, we're doing, that's
gonna
our
go to
nursery
the
right there.
We're gonna go to the nursery.
Yeah, like that.
All right.
See how that is?
Yeah,
Then they can just see the tray.
Yep. All right. So it's focused on you right now. But so what would these be?
These right here are collard greens. We just put collard green seeds in. So all these trays right here have seeds in them already. And actually, it's almost time to water. But all these are collard greens. 1, 2, 3. All 3 of these tables are collard greens.
I love y'all collard greens.
Oh yeah, they love them. One of our top sellers, man.
The top seller is collard greens.
Top seller, collard
I
greens,
heard it.
collard greens and tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Mhm.
Okay.
And spinach.
Spinach.
They love that. They pretty much love everything that we have, but those collard
That
greens,
top is the collard green.
collard greens, man. We have the best collard greens around.
I'm gonna have to try them.
Yeah,
We're gonna
man.
have to come back for a taste when
yeah.
stuff get cooked. So yeah. So what kind of like mixture y'all do? Like what kind of
This is basic compost here.
okay, basic compost?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's organic, you know, organic matter, but it's basic compost. You know, it's not like I said, it's not no chemicals in it or nothing.
right.
Natural compost.
Okay.
We do a lot of composting ourselves too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So like what like do y'all do it with the animal drop-ins or y'all just mix that in there or y'all just
No,
throw this-
all vegetable, all
All-
vegetable matter.
Okay, so what, if I'm understanding, all the old dead and all that stuff that doesn't count, you just put it in the dirt.
Right.
So you
And let it compound.
What's the word I'm thinking of, you guys? It's the circle of life. It's a green thing that with the arrows. I can't remember. But yeah. So okay, well, yeah.
So that's basically it. Let's say like we get something like this, right?
Okay.
And let's say like we have some spinach that we had in the cooler that start going bad,
Okay.
right? We'll put it in there, put it in the dirt,
Let me show.
and then let it.
You mind if I show y'all? Look, cause I don't want to give y'all secrets out. So that's a little bit of the.
Yeah, we would take all vegetable matter, and then add it to some soil, and then after a while, if everything breaks down, it takes a while though, and
How long
then
do you usually take?
about a year.
A year?
Yeah,
Okay.
about a year, because you have to rotate it, and all of that, and then switch the bins out, you know. And once it gets to where, okay, let's say like we throw some tomatoes in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the first year, when you throw the tomatoes in there and it rains, because we don't cover it up. So when it's outside, we do it outside. So when it rains and stuff, all the seeds they're gonna grow from the tomatoes that we throw out.
Okay.
Right? That's your first year. So when the tomato seeds that grow in there, they grow plants. We take those plants out and plant those plants.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. So once you keep turning it and everything grow out of it, that's gonna grow out of it from all the seeds, that's whatever's in it, then you switch it over. You take it and you switch it.
Okay.
Then you turn it, and then once you do that, you don't see nothing else growing out of it. No weeds, no seeds, no nothing growing out of it.
That's how you know it's done?
That's how you know it's done.
When nothing grows in.
Nothing growing out of it. That's how we can tell.
Oh, wow. I never thought about that.
Yeah. All the matter. We put leaves, a little hay in it, you know, a few wood chips.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And all that stuff breaks down. All that stuff breaks down, man.
Circle.
Then we take that and then we sift it. Like I don't know where all the sift is at, but
yeah,
we get sifting. We sift this out. So that way it come out fine. And then we use that to plant the seeds. So it won't be no sticks and nothing in it. It just be fresh, well-graded soil.
All right.
And that's how we do our transplants. That's how we do with these. You know, that's why, you know, you don't see all those big sticks and all that in it. We clean it out.
Okay, then.
Then we fill the trays. And like I say, it's a simple process with us. Like I said, we don't use chemicals and all of that.
Okay.
You know, it's health first, you know. And if
Yeah,
you think
we
about
definitely need that in Detroit because diabetes is not just what sugar, it's what we eat, you know, not just. And
it's
the
the chemicals in the food that get you.
So that's what definitely is very, very, I can't even think sometimes. Yeah, another thing cutting out. But it's very need. Yeah, I'm just quit while I'm here. All right, so let's move on to the final shot.
All right.
All right, so this is your mound. What do they do?
What it is, it keeps it up off the regular ground.
Okay.
It elevates it, so we have a better root system. Anything that we plant, like in here, we're doing peppers and Swiss chard.
Okay.
So they need good root systems. So if we didn't do a mound, we have to dig down in the dirt, and the soil, most of the soil is no good no more to plant in. So we add the compost mound, you know, for support, and plus it helps the plant get a good root system.
So it can breathe and everything.
The higher the mound, the bigger the roots can get.
Higher the mound.
Yeah, because if we was planting straight outside, like in the ground, then they can go deep down in the ground. But inside the greenhouse, you can't go deep. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to add your compost. That's what the purpose of the mounds is for. Okay. Even outside, we do mounds because, you know, we have some plants that we grow that need extra support.
Okay, then. Well, I always wanted to know what a mound does. I guess we just learned what a mound does. So, last question. Your watering system. How, like, what kind of water systems y'all use?
Oh, we use the city irrigation.
City irrigation?
Yeah, from the city. We have irrigation here.
I'm confused. What does that mean?
Oh, irrigation? What does it mean?
Yeah.
That's your outside water flow. We get our water from.
Okay.
Okay, see that manhole cover right there? That's where the water supply comes from. We got water supply on each side of the street. Oh. And it goes to the spigot back there. Okay. We got one right there, and then we got one on this side.
Okay. All right. So, ready for the thumbnail? I guess I will set it up right here so I can get all this too. Oh. Excuse me. I don't mean to be in your way.